Hey everybody, Coach Brian here from Mercury Soccer, and this is your homework for our 06s through 09s for this week. We've loved seeing all the progress that everybody's making, all the videos that you guys doing your homework at home, so keep those coming. All right, here we go. We'll get right back into it. This is the technical portion. We've got the technical piece and then the fitness/agility that'll come right after it. You'll need 4 cones today. We'll do some work with 2 and 3 cones in the technical stuff, and then our 4-cone grid for agility at the end. All right, first one, we're going to move on from just our regular foundation touches. We've done those a bunch. All right, so now we're adding in a little step over and a quarter turn. All right, so every couple foundation touches now, we are going to be stopping the ball, stepping over it with one foot. Again, this is the outside to inside, faking with the inside or our laces to step around it, and then using the bottom of our foot for the little quarter turn at the end. All right, so once we do it with that foot, we're going to be just working in these 2 angles. We're doing it with our other foot, so stepping over, turning, pulling. So a couple touches, step over, turn, bring the ball with us, couple touches, step over, turn, pull it. So a couple touches here. Again, I'm stepping over with one foot, using the same foot to turn and pull it. Right? Stepping over with one foot, using the same foot to turn and pull it. Now I'm facing the original way that I started. All right? So that's done for a minute. All right? All the technical pieces are a minute each. After that, we're going into, again, review of some pretty standard ones that we do. Inside, outside foot cuts. One foot with our laces, and the inside using our other foot to adjust each time. We do want to be moving our body side to side. Minute on there, minute with our other foot. All right, and then we are going 2 cones. First one, we're just going to use the 2 cones as a guide for our dribblers cuts. All right, and our dribblers cuts are outside, inside, switching feet each time. So we're going outside, inside, switch feet, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. And we want the cones there as a guide. Again, it's a nice wide step for a lunge of a defender to push ourselves to get to that cone each time. We want nice quick touches, but we do want to cover some ground side to side, laterally, knees bent, so that we can get there and push ourselves to get a little bit wider than comfortable. All right, so that's for a minute. That's our 4th one in the series. Then we're adding in from last week or previous weeks our scissors. So we're going to add a scissors into our dribblers cut. So now it's outside, inside, and a scissors with that same foot. So we're scissoring inside out, and then we go outside, inside with the other foot, scissor with that foot. So it's always outside, inside, scissors, switch feet. Outside, inside, scissors. Just like that. From there, we're going on to our scoop with the 2 cones. This will be a little review. We're going to be adding into this after this, but we start with our scoop where we're pulling it back, then using the inside of the same foot to scoop it across, and then we touch it forward with our other foot. So again, it's pull back, scoop across, and get that little hop in there and push forward as we receive that ball. So scoop, push forward, pull back, scoop, push forward, pull back, scoop, push forward. Right? So we're getting that little, as we're scooping, we're coming off of our other foot, hopping across to get a little wider of that defender. Touching here, scooping across, touch forward, scoop across, touch forward, scoop across, touch forward. All right, and then speeding it up as we go. Okay, a minute on that one. Now it's just going into the same thing, except for instead of the scoop, we're going to have the roll. So we pull it back, roll across our body here, pull it back, roll across, touch forward. Roll across, touch forward. Roll across, touch forward. Just working there. All right, very good. Now, this is where we build onto that. So this is where we add a third cone in the middle to give us a little guide. And if we can widen these a touch, we want to. I'm kind of running out of room here. Hopefully you have a little bit wider space. But now essentially we're working with 2 of those V's, right? Because we're going to add a little intermediate step in the middle. We're going to combine them. All right, so for this first one, we're going into a scoop, stopping in the middle, and then rolling. All right, so if you watch me here, I'm pulling it back. I'm going to scoop to the middle, come across, and roll, and then touch forward. So I'm pulling it back, scoop to the middle, come across, roll. Pull it back, scoop, roll. So we're just combining the last 2 that we did. And if you have a little space to get around the cone, that'll be better. But it's scoop, roll, push forward. Scoop, roll. So very key that as we get that scoop, I come across here and I'm going right into the roll with my other foot. I scoop and could just stop it in the middle so I can come across and roll with the same foot that I scooped with originally. All right, that's that set. Now the kind of challenge one for tonight is now we're going scoop into an L. So again, the ball's on my right, I'm using my right. I pull it back, scoop it just the same as before, stop it. Only now when I grab them with my right again, I'm going to L behind and get here. So pull back, scoop across, L behind, push forward. Pull back, scoop across, L behind, push forward. Scoop across, L behind. Oop, sorry. Scoop across, then the L. Right? Pull back, scoop across, then the L. Scoop, L. So we're just combining those 2 little moves together. Again, just like we've talked about with the L's, it's going to be important after the scoop to hop that foot forward so we can get that L going the direction that we want going forward. All right? So those are the ones that we're working on this week in the technical piece. Again, you might want to spend a little extra time with these at the end that we've kind of layered and built on and added a little more complexity. All right, should add a good challenge to what you're doing. All right, so that's the technical piece. For the fitness and agility, again, we've got our one section of the ladder. All right, we won't need that till the end of it. We're going to go again this week, 3 sets of 5 exercises. All right, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and the minute. You could do 90-second rest. I like the 90 seconds so that we can then go as hard as we can through the next set. So 3 sets, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds to get to your next exercise within the set, and then 90 seconds in between sets. All right, first one is going to be half. It's going to be 25 seconds. So it's going to be that first set is going to be split. The first exercise, 25 seconds of some pulsed squats. We've talked about our squats where we want our chest up, our shoulders back. We want a wide stance about shoulder width apart, and we're going as deep as we can. Always pushing through our heels here, and we're just going halfway up and coming back down into it. Now we want this to be controlled, so we don't just want to be slamming back down into it. We want those muscles to be lowering ourselves as well as raising them. So our muscles here and our glutes and our hamstrings should be engaged the whole time, right? They're working to go up and they're working to slow you down. So the first 25 seconds is that pulse. The next 20 seconds is going into our squat jumps. Again, working on the eccentric movement of cushioning that negative motion all the way down to 90 degrees or a little bit lower than that. Right, so that's number one. The second one is going to be some adjusted diamond push-ups. So they're push-ups, but they're from our knees. Hands like a diamond. There. And we're just going all the way down to our chest and pushing back up. All right. This will be focused a little bit more on the triceps. And if this is too easy for you, or if you want a challenge, bring it up to your feet instead of on your knees. And maybe you start like that for the first set, and by the third set, just to get reps out the whole time, you move to the other one. Right? So those two exercises will be very difficult to start off with. The third one will be our lateral high knees. So now we're just going high knees as fast as we can, working side to side. So my arms are bent at 90 degrees, and I'm working side to side to get as many steps in as I can. And that actually will only be a 30-second exercise. So the rest of them are 50 seconds on, 10 off. That will be 30 seconds on, 10 to move to the next exercise. All right, the next one will be some bicycle crunches. Right? We've done these before, so toes pointed, hands not clasped behind or locked behind our head, just fingertips on the sides of our head. And my shoulder blades stay off the ground the whole time. My core is engaged the whole time. And I'm getting good rotation, good control all the way through it. So that'll take you through your fourth. And then the fifth is our agility piece. And that is basically like a karaoke. So this is the cross behind where we're starting to the side. I'm crossing behind, out, out, behind, in, out, out. So it's basically like our karaoke's that we do. Again, crossing behind my leg into the square, out, out, crossing behind, out, out. Going here, working here the whole time, getting a good swivel in our hips. All right, and then just as we get used to it, getting as quick as we can with it. All right, so that's the fitness and agility. 3 sets, 90-second rest. I think that one is pretty challenging for today, both with the technical side and the fitness and agility. All right, hopefully week 3 now, 3 or 4, you're starting to feel those fitness gains in those circuits, and we're starting to get more comfortable with the ball and building that in. Looking forward to see what you guys do. See you next time, either our Tuesday technical workouts or our team meetings. Thanks.